All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, football lovers all around the world. Welcome to another exciting and intriguing episode of your favorite sports show, Short Scores 24 TV, and I remain your one and only sports analyst, Daniel Ono. And also, before we kick off today's show, do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We are now also on Threads as well, and also on YouTube and on X. So it is just Short Scores 24 TV. Just wherever you're watching this, follow, like, subscribe, and also share all of our videos. And also do not forget to download our app on the App Store and on the Google Play Store. It is Short Scores 24, where you get everything from match highlights, video analysis. You have everything, live score predictions, all for you. So right now, just go download our app on App Store and on the Google Play Store. All right, we're going to be kicking off with the Euros. We're going to talk about the Euros. We're going to talk about the Copa America as well. It is an exciting season of national team football matches and football competitions. But first, we're going to talk about the Euros, where we are already in the round of 16. We're halfway there. So 4 matches has been played in the round of 16. We are talking about teams like Germany, Denmark, England, Spain. They've all played. And we're going to be talking about the 4 teams that have now qualified into the quarterfinals. We're going to be looking at the first match, which was Switzerland and Italy. And this was a match people tipped Italy to win. But if you've been watching and following the Euros, you could know that Switzerland are a very tough side. They held a very dominant Germany to a draw. And they're very good on the feet. And with Xhaka in the middle of that, manning that midfield, he ran the entire midfield of that match. It was a 2-0 victory to Switzerland. And Italy, I don't know what happened. Even the Italian fans knew that something was wrong. You could not have anything against Switzerland because they were just the better side, in that match. They were the better side. And I think they deserve to qualify to the quarterfinals. And so they are in the quarterfinals. They're the first team to qualify. And next, we have Germany, the host, against Denmark. We all know that Germany was going to win that match. Denmark didn't just have the manpower, they didn't have the firepower to stop Germany. It was Germany all the way. In the first few minutes, Denmark was, standing toe-to-toe with the Germans. But that home advantage, team spirit, look at Rudiger, manning that defense, getting everybody on board. It was just going to be a German win on that night. And it was an interesting match of football. We all enjoyed. Both sides were attacking and both sides had very good defense as well. It just takes just one lapse, one mistake for your opponent to capitalize and, score and win the game. And that's how it went. And then we went also to England yesterday. I don't know what happened. England gave a lot of their fans. England, they play like Nigerians. They play like the Nigerian Super Eagles because they have so many star-studded players, but they struggle. How they were able to score an equalizer at the 94th minute by Jude Bellingham, that's what saved that game. If not, with 5 minutes extra time to go, 1 minute on the clock, it was already looking like Slovakia was taking the win. It was a 1-0 lead by Slovakia, and then one thing in football, just one moment of brilliance is all you need. That's why you need the big names. You need the big players to show up and turn up in those kind of matches. And Bellingham and Kane, they showed up, and they got, I was watching BBC and they were, showing, like they do all their fans, in the bars, in the pubs, drinking, watching the game. And the 90 minutes, you could see the dejection on their faces. They were like, the reality of them crashing out in the round of 16. It was almost a reality. And so that is something that, Southgate has to work on in terms of the play. And I think, somebody said on social media he has to rejig his lineup. I think he has to stop relying so much on those big players. He needs to put in players who are a bit hungry to get the result. And I think that's what he has to do in the qualifier. Because now it's going to be getting much more harder. Because they're not going to be facing Slovakia and all those other countries. You're going to be facing Spain, Germany, Switzerland, France, Belgium, hopefully. These are the countries you are meeting. So it's not about your strategy, your tactics, your players' technical ability. All those things now matter. And also for the last match, of yesterday, which is Spain versus Georgia. I don't think anybody would have put their money on Georgia to create an upset against Spain. Spain are looking at like one of the better sides of this tournament. They look like the best team so far in this tournament. I mean, on paper, based on the results we've had, they've had about one of the best performances of anything in this tournament. And so it was just an easy win against Georgia. I mean, Georgia, they had only 3 points. And there was no way they're going to do 2 upsets in a row. It's not possible. You upset Portugal, there's no way you're going to upset Spain as well. So Spain, and another thing I've noticed about the Spain side is that unlike the Spanish teams of the previous era, where they only depend on players from Real Madrid and Barcelona, especially their both, you have someone like Enrique, who depended heavily on backup players. Maybe 70% of the teams were backup players, the remaining in Madrid. Now you are seeing players in these Spanish teams from all around the world, from Manchester City, Manchester United, Madrid, Barca. You are seeing them from all over. So it is mixing them up. So you can't really predict their game. Because what happened after Spain won the World Cup and the Euros, people began to know, okay, this is just, you are playing Barcelona. That is what you are just playing. And so it became easy for good teams and coaches to create a strategy to hold them down. But now, because a lot of mixture from different places, it's now become hard for teams to read their game. And you can see the result, in this Euro so far. Look at the performances they've had. So I think they are one of the favorites. I'm tipping them, depending on the team they meet, they should be going to the semi-finals and probably the final. So it's going to be an interesting Euros for this year. But what do you think so far among the teams who have played? Who do you think is going to qualify to the final? Who do you think is going to meet in the final? So let us know your opinion on wherever you're watching this on social media. Just comment, engage us. Which teams do you think are going to meet in the Euro final? And hopefully we're going to see at the end of the day whose prediction is correct. And I remain your one and only Daniel Honor. Don't forget to share this video with your family, with your friends. Don't also forget to download our app on the App Store and on the Google Play Store.